What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and man, today stimulus protests erupted, and this is your stimulus and infrastructure bill update. Now, we had it on both sides. We had people pushing for the stimulus package, and we also had others saying, no, we don't need this. It's not really going to help out anybody. And take a look at some of these headlines coming out today. Climate protesters block traffic in D.C. during rush hour, shouting, "Bleep Joe Manchin, D.C. hates you." So you guys letting them know that they want to get the bill passed. They feel like it's needed for climate change, and they're blaming Joe Manchin, that conservative Democrat who has said, we have a cause to pause and we need to stop. And they're saying that he could be messing up the timeline that the Senate has set up, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, to have this ready by next week, to have it all passed and done by Christmas. And he's saying he still might not be on board. Now, in addition to that, today also making headlines is one of the world's richest men, and that is Elon Musk. And he becomes the richest whenever Tesla or Bitcoin is up. But today he said he doesn't support Build Back Better. He doesn't really think about it and doesn't really think that overall it's going to be helping him or anybody else, which is sort of funny because I've seen a lot of comments here on the channel where people are saying, listen, it doesn't even have stimulus checks. This bill does not meet par. Don't even bother passing it unless we can get it to the point where it's actually going to help people. And Elon Musk also, he reiterates the fact that he feels like this is going to be adding to inflation and debt and it's out of control. And he says, literally says, that if we continue on this path, something very bad is going to happen. Now, you guys, I've got the video footage for you so you can see it for yourself. We also have the protests. I've got video footage so that way you can see everything unfolding with stimulus protests erupting today. And this is also all unfolding while we're all waiting on Congress, who said that they're going to be working past their recess to get this done in the Senate and in the House. And they also have to increase that debt ceiling, and they have to get past that defense bill. So you guys, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this video footage that I've got for you. And also, just wanted to say thanks for all that support on that second channel, Steve Ram Finance. I'm really excited about it. A lot of support. Thank you so much. I think it's going to be very helpful for a lot of people. If you're somebody that's maybe starting over with everything that's going on and you're interested in learning about starting businesses, investing in real estate, stocks, crypto, you want to learn about growing wealth and personal finance, consider joining. I'll pin a comment down below. Click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications, and when I launch closer to the end of the year, I think it's going to help out a lot of people. Really excited about it, you guys. But let's go ahead and dive into this video footage, and let's start off first by smashing that like button if you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on everything going on. Just takes a second, helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, totally free, and you can come join the Ram fam. I'll keep you up to date. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up as to all the protests happening today with the Build Back Better, Stimulus Reconciliation, Human Infrastructure, Social Spending Bill that Congress is working on right now. And let's go ahead and start off with some video footage from Elon Musk.
Say tomorrow you get a phone call from Joe Biden and he says...
I think that's unlikely, but sure.
Okay. You know, he just gives you a call and he says, you know, I haven't been talking a lot about Tesla lately, but, you know, what do you need from this bill? What are your needs? What do you answer him?
Well, I mean, to be totally frank, I don't know if we, at least no one at Tesla has actually brought up whether they care about this bill or not. I think if this bill happened or didn't happen, I don't know. We don't think about it at all, really.
Okay.
It might be better. Honestly, it might be better if the bill doesn't pass, because we've spent so much money. You know, it's like the federal budget deficit is insane.
What is the biggest improvement we can make to the U.S. infrastructure? What do you say?
I think we generally could have better airports, better highways, and you know, I think that especially in cities that are congested, we've got to do something to deal with the extreme traffic, which I think is some combination of double-deckering freeways and building tunnels. Honestly, I would just can this whole bill. Don't pass it. That's my recommendation.
What about the support though for the charging network? I mean, there are parts of this bill
Unnecessary.
No.
No, I mean, do we need support for gas stations? We don't. So there's no need for this for support for a charging network. I would delete it. Delete.
Okay. All right.
I'm literally saying get rid of all subsidies.
There's some other good things in this bill that some would argue. I mean, a lot of money earmarked for R&D. Would you want to put that towards something?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to move on from the bill because I think we get what you're saying on it.
In general, we should just if we don't cut government spending, something really bad's going to happen. This is crazy. Our spending is so far in excess of revenue. It's insane.
So there you have it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree with Elon Musk? Do you think, why even pass it? He said, literally, can the bill. We don't need it. He said that he's concerned about how this is going to be adding to our debt and our inflation and that we need to stop. Also, I've heard a lot of people on the other end saying it just needs to be bigger. We need more provisions and don't bother passing it unless it has checks included. Let me know your thoughts on that. Where do you stand? Do you feel like passing this through is going to help, or do you think it's not enough? Don't do it altogether. Well, also, we have protests for it today taking place. Take a look, you guys. As I mentioned, climate protesters today, they blocked traffic in Washington, D.C. And this article, link in the description below, says left-wing protesters blocked several major intersections on Tuesday in Washington, D.C., causing traffic delays around Capitol Hill. Now, let's take a look at some of the video footage of what unfolded in protests to get this passed, and also more protests against Senator Joe Manchin, letting him know disapproval of him taking a stance against this. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Can I ask you what this thing is?
What?
Can I ask you what this thing is? Yeah.
This is a giant pipeline snake.
Giant pipeline snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was originally constructed for an action back in April. The folks here were requested to make a giant snake by indigenous youth activists. And so the first time we deployed it, it was about 300 feet long. And so we have it back out today because it's thematic.
Yes, thank you so much.
So there you have it, you guys. That took place today in Washington, D.C., December the 7th, 2021. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but we're expecting there's going to be a whole lot unfolding here as we're approaching the week of the 13th, where we heard Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer say he'd like to get this done in the Senate. Also, Christmas, they said they want to have it done by, and we're going to be seeing what happens as we have Senator Joe Manchin, who they're protesting against, saying, we have a cause to pause. We might need to wait until 2022 and then decide where we want to go from here. Now, also, are they going to be including a fourth federal level stimulus check? Now, at this present time, there is not one included, and in Congress, there hasn't been a whole lot of activity around a fourth check. However, lately, due to the Omicron spread, there has been a whole lot of people around the nation calling for more stimulus provisions and support in the form of a fourth federal level check. Now, if you missed my previous video earlier today, you might want to check it out, as we're hearing that this is still happening, and almost every single day we're seeing new calls for a fourth check. Now, you guys, we will see, and either way, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel so that way you know what's going on. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, really helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, totally free, and you can come join the Ram fam, the viewing community. I'll keep you up to date on everything going on. If you got any specific questions for me directly, I'm easy to get a hold of. Shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And if you're interested in learning about growing wealth and personal finance, consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance. But with that being said, guys, hope this reaches you well. I will catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.